Thanks for joining us today. We are at the 2023 season opener for the United States Touring Car Championship. My name is Becky, and joining me today is Nikki.
It's great to be back. We are starting our season off here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. It's been a couple years since we've been here, and our drivers couldn't be excited to be back.
You were right about that. Yesterday, they had the unique opportunity to do single car qualifying. So take away all air. The guy blocked me, whatever it is, single car qualifying.
So yesterday it was in the upper 70s. Today it's going to be in the mid 80s. So we'll see how those drivers perform in the race today.
It may be time to talk to those drivers.
So Tom Lepper, how was practice for you today?
It was really good. The track got swept. It's nice and clean. The car and I are starting to feel as buds, and away we go.
Perfect. Good luck in the race.
Thanks.
So, Song Kim, how was practice today?
Practice was great. The car is coming really close to being calibrated and dialed in. I can't wait to put some fresh tires on it for the race.
Perfect. Good luck today.
Thank you.
So, Chris Everton, how was practice for you today?
Well, I gotta tell you, I'm super excited to get the Go-Go Gear BMW back out on track today. Ben Penn is doing an amazing job getting her out here for us. We're struggling with some braking issues, which always seems to be the case, but I know we're going to get that buttoned in up for the race later today.
Perfect. Have fun out there.
Sure. Thank you, Nikki.
Got it. So, Charlie Frank, how was practice today?
It was great, actually. I got to play a little bit with Reza Arsham. He was out there in the Honda Civic checking it for his dad. And so we had a lot of fun playing together. I have no idea if the times were good or bad, but you know, I'm so happy to be on the pole finally for today's race.
Perfect. Good luck out there.
Thank you so much.
Hello everybody, welcome to round one of the 2023 United States Touring Car Championship here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. I'm Ken Onamor, joined by Brad Austin. Brad, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Getting ready for an exciting weekend of racing.
Yeah, we got plenty of awesome cars out here, so let's go ahead. We're going to go to our ATP grid. ATP is our memory solution of the United States Touring Car Championship. Let's see who's rounding out the start here. Looks like it's going to be number 20, JC Maynette, up on pole in his Killer Shrimp Racing Chevrolet Corvette. Next to him is going to be his teammate, Kevin Michaels, in the number 98 Killer Shrimp Racing Chevrolet Corvette. Two fast Corvettes out front.
The second row is number 88, Victor Chapla in the CoolBoxx Audi R8, and Matthew Rivkin, number 10, in the another, his teammate, CoolBoxx Audi R8.
Yeah, these two Audi R8s are really fast. It's cool to see some Corvettes hanging with these guys. Really like to see it. Behind them, it's going to be Gary Sheehan, longtime resident of the United States Touring Car Championship, back again in his 31 GoGoGear.com Koenig Wheels Hyundai Genesis. Next to him is going to be Song Kim in the number 35 JB Auto Works BMW M3.
Next row is Tom Lepper, the number 33 Go-Go Gear Koenig Wheels Hyundai Genesis. Lined up next to Reza Arsham, the number 34 Go-Go Gear Koenig Wheels Honda Civic Type R.
Yeah, Reza's got a new car this season, so we'll see what he can do. Behind him is going to be the number 38 of Charlie Frank and the Speed Traveler Honda S2000, another new car out in the field. Next to him is going to be Chris Everton, his teammate, and the number 37 Speed Traveler BMW 330i. We'll see how this new car fares for those guys.
Bringing up the last row is number 30, Ben Penn, will be in the GoGoGear.com Koenig Wheels Honda Civic.
Yeah, and that's going to be our grid. So we got a good field here at the start of the season. Nice to see some existing drivers back with some new cars. You can see we're going to be lining up on the main straight here. As always, the United States Touring Car Championship is a standing start. Makes the action way more packed at the start of this race. All right, looks like we're on board here, waiting for that green flag drop. And away they go.
And here's the
big
green.
launch around the outside by Gary.
Got Gary going outside early, and we've got some fast cars moving in the field, trying to take the lead going into turn one here.
Yeah, let's see if turn one's nice and clean. Looks like everyone's kind of got it shaped up. Sportsman cars 3 wide in the back, and it looks like Chris is going to end out up front there.
During this race, you might see some of the Super Miata field starting behind the U.S. Touring Car. There will be a bunch of Miatas back there trying to battle it out, and later on, I'm sure our field will probably be pushing right through the Miata guys.
Yeah, it looks like Victor in the Audi's charging forward. He got a good jump there on the Killer Shrimp Racing Corvette, but looks like the Corvette's looking for the inside. It's really going to come down to this back straight here after this turn here. Really got to get this one right, guys. Let's see how they end up on the other side of this corner after the rest of this field comes through. Sportsman field looks like Chris Evertson's leading, but everyone's really close behind.
And here we are following Charlie Frank in the Honda S2000. You can see a good run down the back stretch. How wide open this track is. A lot of speed coming down here into the back hard right turn.
Yeah, Corvette wasn't able to make a move into this hard braking zone. This is definitely the scariest corner on this outside course here. Really, really high speed straight into a large braking zone. Into two sets of sweeper corners, which are really hard to maintain grip on. We'll see if these guys start pushing wide by the end here.
It's really tough to get a pass in here because you've got a lot of switchbacks. You try to take an inside line, which is immediately followed by an outside line. It is a tough place to pass.
Yeah, it's rough, and you got to get this set up right here where they're going through. If you get this right, you get a big launch down the main straight. If you're forced to defend, it really leaves an opportunity. Looks like those two Super Touring cars, man, they're really pulling away from the field here, but looks like Matthew is closing that gap. These two guys fighting out front's not helping him.
No, he's off to the races here, but I know we got those Corvettes are going to keep it really close to these guys. They are trying to push, but they're not getting.
Yeah, back to the sportsman battle. We have Tom Lepper. He maintains his position over Charlie in the S2000. You see a little lockup in the front there. It didn't seem to hinder him much.
No, that was a good pass on the inside. Really held it down.
It looks like Matthews caught up. So now it's a four-way battle for the first position. 2 R8s versus 2 Killer Shrimp Motorsports Corvettes. And behind him's Gary Sheehan. He looks like he's having a comfortable race out here, though. Reza is catching up to him really quick. I'm sure he's going to want to get up to his competition soon.
Reza's got this brand new car that he's really trying to feel out right now. He's trying to get it set up, and this is his first race in this car.
Yeah, not doing bad for a first race out here with all these cars that have been racing for seasons.
Yeah, that's it's a really tough thing to do to get a car dialed in at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, the fact that he's up here still, though, that's a good start. It's a good start as we see
we got
a pass for position. Looks like Victor gave up the inside. That's a big mistake there. Cannot give up the inside of that sweeper.
That is tough to hold traction right there. That's amazing that Corvette was able to stay on the inside.
Yeah, it's a horsepower game now, though, so we'll see if the R8 has in it. Doesn't look like it. Well, that was a clean pass. Good job.
Is that J.C. Manette's got a pretty good lead going into one here. I don't think Victor's going to be able to get it back that quickly.
Yeah, he's going to have to look for another opportunity. Likely the same corner he got passed in, but the problem I find with this outside course is your opportunity to pass, you've got to get that exit onto the main straight or the back straight, or it makes it really hard to challenge because these corners are so tight. You can just hold inside and the competition can't do anything about it.
Yeah, it's a tough track to pass, that's for sure. A lot easier to defend than it is to attack and pass on any inside or any outside because you don't have that corner very long.
Yeah, looks like we're on board with the other Killer Shrimp car as he's trying to make his way back up to these first 2 cars. He might have a chance here in this braking zone depending on if someone tries to challenge. Doesn't look like Victor's going to be able to do so, though.
No, JC's got a pretty good run going into the corner there. Matt's still holding off on 3rd place, though.
Yeah, we're really early into this race, so anything can still happen. But it looks like he is stretching that gap a little bit. And on this main straight, these cars are really evenly powered, it looks like. So this is all going to come down to who's got more grip.
Yeah, it's tough in those S's right there. If you don't have the grip and you don't have the downforce, you do not get a lot of downforce from aerodynamics in this back S section.
Yeah, you can see Gary Sheehan, comfortable drive out front here in touring cars. All of the pack behind him is fighting for position. He's able to just keep running, put in a nice smooth race. It's going to be really hard for his competition to try and catch up after all that fighting going on behind him.
On board with Gary Sheehan for a second here, showing down the front straightaway. He's kind of off in a race by himself right now. Doesn't really have anybody pushing him too hard.
Yeah, and we still got Reza back there. I mean, on his shakedown, looks like he is falling off of that front pack. So they're kind of settling in. Looks like Reza is aware that he might not be able to catch that front pack, and he's just settling in for position here. Maintaining his car, probably testing it out, make sure everything's not going to break on it.
Yeah, I'm sure he's probably being pretty easy on it this weekend.
Yeah, again, when you have a car out here in the United States Touring Car Championship, you've never ran before, it's really hard to keep up with these guys with dialed cars. But he will figure it out eventually. Just look forward to the later races in the United States Touring Car Championship. There's plenty more left. This is the first race of the season, so he's got plenty more to make this up. We're going to go ahead and go to a commercial break. and we'll see you guys on the other side. Stay tuned.
Watch the show that's about real car builds, road trips to meet real legends, real garage projects, real tool reviews, and lots of real fun along the way. Watch Real Garage with Andy. Just visit YouTube and search for Real Garage with Andy.
And welcome back. We have the Super Miata class here. Looks like our leaders are catching up to them. This is going to play a factor in this fight here as we see our lead car passing up this field. It's going to cause a split in this pack here. Looks like we have them trying to sort themselves out, but this is going to come down to who can maneuver through this field quicker.
Yeah, these Super Miatas are doing pretty good. They are really holding their own through here. They've got a lot of corner speed, but definitely do not have the horsepower to keep up with these guys on the straight.
Can't really keep up with a 265 slick and about 300 more horsepower. It's not really going to happen.
No. Let's see how they do. Let's hope everybody plays nice through this section. We've got some lockups, a little bit of smoke coming off of these guys. They're trying to break and do everything they can to stay out of the way. They're not really hindering.
Should be back stretch.
Should be pretty easy passing going down the back stretch.
Yeah, it's going to be the ideal spot to pass for these guys. You really don't want to get caught up in the corners. Oh,
we've got two cars side by side coming into the back. Looks like we've got a pretty good pass coming up on the inside. I think that's JC Minette. Is that Victor Chaplet? Yes, it is. JC holds the lead, but it's getting real close.
Yeah, good defense on the inside there. And of course, Victor was looking for that pass, but can't get it done. That is the place he's going to have a passing opportunity, is in that braking zone there. So we'll see if he can get it done. Oh, he's holding pretty tight as they come up here. This Miata might provide a pick for him.
Yeah, there's definitely some inter-class racing going on, and these guys are going to be
he's giving them the flashers coming by here.
They're struggling to get the pass done on the straightaway. You do not want to be holed up in the corner.
Yeah, they are able to get it done, but now that's going to leave Matthew having to get by that Miata as well. Back to Gary, out-leading touring car class. Again, as everyone fights behind him, here's his competition as they come into this really, really big braking zone. So Gary's got a couple corners of a lead going on here. It's going to take a pretty big mistake if these guys are going to catch up.
Yeah, Song's having a pretty good drive by himself, and I know he's struggling to stay where he's at.
Yeah, Tom Lepper's pretty close, so he's still got pressure. He needs to keep driving. You can see Gary has the whole front straight gap, so as long as he keeps putting in these consistent laps, these guys are going to have a really rough time as Song comes down the front straight here, followed by Tom Lepper. And we got Charlie in the S2000. He's being pressured. Looks like it's Ben coming up on him. Will he try a move here? Doesn't look like it. He's going to stay in line, pick his opportunity somewhere else.
We've got a passing zone coming up right here. Let's see if we can go on board with these guys. This will be nice to see. So you can see the difference in power between the Super Miatas and the touring car class.
Yeah, it's really no chance to these Miatas, but they are having their own race, and they're having a great time out here. So everyone's trying to stay out of each other's way. That's the thing with multi-class racing, is not only are you racing the people in your class, but you got to try and sort yourselves out with everyone else.
Yeah, you got to play nice. It's really cool. It doesn't matter how fast you are when there's another class that's either faster or slower than you. You all got to be on the same team.
Yeah, you got to work together or else it's going to end up in a mess, especially with the speed differential out of these cars.
It's really fun to see. Whoa, I just saw a car off in the dirt back there. What happened?
Yeah, that's one of the things about the outside course here too, is it's so flat, sometimes it gets really hard to see the corner. Like right here, for example, it kind of just falls away from you out to the right here. The black spots on the pavement from all the rubber laid down are a good way to tell, hey, the corner's going right here, I probably should lift.
Yeah, there's a lot of flat curbs on here, but you can easily put a wheel off, or a couple wheels if you're not careful, off into this gravel. This desert gravel is really dusty out here.
Yeah, it's really bad. You do not want to come off on this surface. It's more than gravel. It is like shale out there. If you come off, it's going to tear your car to pieces, and your tires, you could very, very easily get a puncture. So keeping it on the gray stuff is going to have to happen if these guys want to finish this entire race.
We got the fast lap leaders working their way through the pack here.
Yeah, looks like the Super Touring cars are now coming through the Sportsman field. So, again, they're going to have to sort each other out. Hopefully these Sportsman cars don't get too impeded. Doesn't look like they're going to have too much to worry about as they go down the back straight.
This is Michael McCulligan we're on board with right here. He looks like he's just kind of comfortable where he's sitting. He's not pushing too hard. I think he's just out for points right now.
Yeah, he's out for points, and you know, Michael, he just got his car all sorted out again, so this is, again, the first race of the season. Everyone's testing their vehicles to make sure that they're still in tip-top shape, working condition. You do not want to be having problems in the middle of the race, and especially once everyone's done with winter prep. It's really, really common to see some things going on. I haven't even seen a tow truck yet, though, so it looks like everyone's car's doing well.
That's doing pretty good. You know, we're lucky to be seeing that, and not any car contact in between these two different classes.
Yeah, as they're coming up here, it looks like JC leading the pack, making it through the touring car field. Everyone else behind him, it looks like Kevin, he made it past both of the Audi R8s. So now we have Matthew and Victor back there that are going to have to try and get this competition really back up on his bumper.
Kevin definitely picked up a lot of speed there and got a pass, and then got 2 passes. Right. And now he's really holding off these fast Audi R8s behind him.
Yeah, he probably found a pick. That's, again, something you can use is these out-of-class cars. They get in your way for just a moment. The other cars in your class will take advantage of that, so you got to pick your line carefully. If you pick the wrong line, you're going to be in for some defense. Looks like the leader's passing up Gary here. He's like, please don't hit me, guys. I'm having a great race out front in my class, and I'd like to keep it that way.
And nice and clean through there. They definitely gave each other a lot of space.
Yeah, Corvette, Audi coming down the main straight, and now these guys have open track again, really close to each other's bumpers. Coming into the back corner. Looks like
this long back straightaway is really high speed.
Really high speed, really dangerous. As you're seeing that braking zone there, you're going from about 120 down to like 40, 50 maybe. And there's nothing there but a concrete K-wall with no tire barrier. It makes it really, really shaky. So everyone's brakes seem to be working. Hopefully it continues that way. Song is coming up on a huge pack of Miatas here. Let's see how he navigates this. This is going to be really, really rough for him to try and get by, especially with all those guys fighting for position. They're definitely not going to want to let him by one. He's got to find his way around all of them or none of them, is what it looks like here.
He needs to get through these guys as clean as possible.
Yeah, these guys are going for a pass here, too. So, wow, a really clean pass by that Miata. But, I mean, for him to find his way past all these cars is going to be really rough. Let's see how he navigates this. We're going to cut back to the Super Touring field real quick, though, see what these guys are up to. Matthew and Victor are right on each other's tails. If they keep fighting with each other, this is going to be really rough to keep up with these Corvettes. You can see Casey, he has stretched a significant lead here now. So if these guys want to keep battling for first, they're going to need to work together to catch them, or they never will.
JC is really running away with this field right now.
For now.
But he's got some good competition behind him. These guys are definitely not giving up. They really want to get back up into the back of his draft.
Yeah, and he is coming up on a slower car here, so this could be the opportunity. As we see him come by.
No, he did get through pretty clean though.
Yeah, he got through clean, so good job to the touring car letting him by. But now he's going to have to let everyone else by. It'll probably be done here on this main straight. Oh man, Matthew got hung up. Coming out of the last corner, that's really going to hurt his exit speed here.
Yeah, Kevin's
you can see that gap.
Kevin's got a really good block going right now. He's probably doing all the defense he can to keep these two Audis behind him.
Yeah, thankfully Victor was able to catch back up. So with that, now they can start challenging a little bit. As we watch these guys come through the corner, we're going to have to go to another commercial break here. We'll see you guys on the other side of this. Stay tuned. And we're back. Looks like JC has stretched his lead out pretty significantly here as the cars behind him got tangled up in traffic. But they aren't out of this race yet. They are really close. As long as they keep working together, looks like they will. They're trying to push to get that lead position. Casey coming around onto the back straight here. We'll see if he catches any of these out-of-class cars. That could provide a pick, close this gap up a little bit, and get these guys back to where they need to be.
Yeah, there's not a lot of opportunities coming up here for them. There's going to be a few slow cars, but they need to really pick their battles with this. Otherwise, they're going to be just running out against a pretty fast Corvette that's really leading them right now.
Yeah, it looks like the 31's just got some open space to run. As long as he keeps it consistent, he should just be in a race of his own right now. Don't think he's got much pressure from behind. The car started to fall off a little bit. As you get through these races, your tires really start to heat up, and they can start going away. Looks like Reza, he's fallen back a little bit, and I don't think he'll be able to get that position back. We still got Song following all this pack of cars. Hasn't tried to find his way around. Really no reason to with no pressure from behind. But yeah, he's just going to be experiencing this Miata race from the best position possible. It looks like it doesn't get much better than that.
Yeah, he's got some power to be able to get him on the straight, but these guys are definitely not slow in the corners.
Yeah, he could try and go for a back straight pass here if he wants to. It just depends on if he can get them all. Well, if he can't get them all, then he won't get any. And this is exactly what we were talking about, folks. Here he comes, leader, catching up to this massive pack of Miatas and Song. He has 5 cars to try and find his way around, and it doesn't look like he's closing that gap by the back straight. If he tries to power down this straight, this is going to end up really shaky into this braking zone. Looks like Song's going for the pass. Exactly what we thought was going to happen, folks. Will he be able to make it by? Looks like he's falling in line. He's going to try and dart around the outside, or is he going to stay out? Yeah, he's going to try and come around the outside here. And it looks like the Miata is going to let him in as he hardcore defends his inside line, and JC's trying to follow him through.
He definitely
JC dove in behind the Miata. I don't know how good of a move that was. We'll see if the Miata cuts back over here. Oh,
wow.
3 wide through that, and JC gets by clean, but it looks like he overextended a little bit. All those tires, you see how much he was able to turn that there?
He's got a lot of push going on in that car right now. His tires are very hot.
Yep, and his competition behind him is going to be really not liking the side of this pack in front, especially since their lead cars already made it all the way around. Song's still going for that pass on the lead Miata, but that lead Miata is going defensive. He should be able to make it around the outside here, and he makes it by clean. So now it's up to the super touring cars to make it by this massive field. This is going to be really hairy, folks. Here we go. Everyone's diving up the inside. 2 tires up on the inside, and they dive by those cars. They make it clean, but they've stretched a gap to that red Miata. He's probably loving this. Let's see if he lets him by on the inside here. JC pulls a massive gap with his competition getting stuck behind that field here. Yep, and the Miata does let them by.
It's going to be close right here. Everybody's going to want to get back in here, and these guys need to get back up.
It looks like they just sorted out.
JC's just taken off. Kevin is out of the pack of Miatas with the Audis in tow.
Yep. Okay, everyone made it by, and the Miatas are still in the positions they were, so looks like they made it work. Good job, guys. That was pretty clean passing, especially here on a tight course with such a speed difference.
These Audi R8s are usually running way out in front. These Corvettes are really putting up a good fight to show these guys that they mean business.
Yeah, and that's the cool thing about the United States Touring Car Championship. You'd look at the R8 and be like, why is this in Super Touring class? This should definitely be a GT car. Doesn't have to be. As long as they meet the criteria to run in the ST field, you can definitely run those cars. And as you're seeing it here, these old Corvettes are putting up a big fight. And we're going to be coming up on the white flag. This is the last lap. Doesn't look like his competition. Look at that gap. So this is a fight for second here now. We'll see if Victor's going to be able to make it by Kevin. I don't know. It looks like Kevin is going for that defense up the inside, but Victor's not close enough to really make any advantage from that. Matthew's kind of falling off. Looks like he's going to have to settle for a 4th place unless these 2 cars in front of him tangle and he's able to bring home a 2nd. It's always possible.
Anything can happen on the last lap. You can try to push way too hard and lose it all.
Yeah, the last lap can be just as shaky as the first lap because you only have a few more chances to make it by before the end of the race. And it's normally where you see some really outlandish passes trying to happen here.
Yeah, you can go off the track really easy trying to go deep here. This track is really abrasive on your tires.
Oh my gosh, Victor with the pressure. This is all going to come down to the back straight, folks. We'll see who's going to be able to make it into this braking zone. Victor coming on with the better exit as JC goes a little bit defensive. And let's see if that gap stretches. Doesn't look like it. Looks like Victor's going to be able to stay right there. I don't know if this is going to be enough to actually be able to go for a dive in this last zone here.
No, I think Kevin's definitely got him on here. This is going to be a drag race to the finish here.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Comfortable lead out front here. As he comes across the line,
JC Maynette with the win.
Yep, JC Maynette with the win. All right, and here's our final standings. So we got Kevin Michaels, GT. We have the ST cars. We have JC taking the win, with Victor in the CoolBoxx Racing Audi R8 coming in second, Matthew in third, Reza coming in fourth in his freshly sorted Honda Civic Type R. Then we got Gary Sheehan taking it home in touring car, followed by Song with Tom Lepper bringing up third. We have Charlie Frank taking the win in the Honda S2000, first time with the car out, takes home the win. His teammate Chris Evertson bringing home second, and Michael McColgan bringing home third. Thank you for watching the United States Touring Car Championship Round 1. We'll see you guys in Round 2. Hopefully these guys bring out the fire like they did this round. We'll see you guys there.